All right. Another week.
What's up, y'all?
I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with week. Anyway, man, it is great to be back. We are at the Juc Box CBD. I'm Tana.
I'm Jarrett.
Yes. And this is a pretty special episode.
It's an episode.
Yeah.
Episode, video.
Yeah.
All that.
We are marking our calendars because it's our anniversary. The crowd goes wild. Yes. We are celebrating our 1 year anniversary.
The Juc Box.
The Juc Box CBD is 1 year old. We're 1 year old, and we're so excited to share with you our journey, everything that we've been through for this past year. And stay tuned because we have a special announcement at the end of this video.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's been a long year.
It's been a long year.
Long but fast, I think. I don't know if that.
It makes a lot of sense. No, because it feels like we've done a lot, but it's gone by quickly. But it's been, wow, incredible. Especially now that we're in COVID. We're like in the middle of a pandemic. It feels like time is weird. Like, I feel like January was here and now we're in August. And I don't know what happened between January and August. All I know is I'm engaged and we're getting married. That's the only thing that I can keep track of.
That's all that happened.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's tell them about this year and what we've done, what we've accomplished, all of our struggles, hurdles, triumphs, everything about the Juc Box.
Indeed. So, like we said, this is our 1 year anniversary. We made it a point last year as we were getting ready to jump this thing off, get the Juc Box rolling. We made it a point last year to have our first event on Marcus Garvey Day.
Yes.
All right, so August 17th, the Honorable Messiah Marcus Garvey. Mm-hmm. His birthday was our first event.
Yes.
So we got everything in order, everything ready to go. We printed up t-shirts, not these, but we had some different t-shirts.
Had different t-shirts.
Plenty of juice on hand.
We had different t-shirts. I forgot.
We did. They were very limited time only on those t-shirts.
Yeah.
But our first event was at the Taste of Pan Africa.
Yes.
So we had that here in Dallas last year.
Maybe we'll post pictures of all of that on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Throwback, yeah.
We were green, y'all.
Yes.
We were green. I didn't have hair.
No,
but we were out there pushing juice, pushing health, just trying to get the word out about CBD infused juice and what it can do for you. And that event, how was that?
Man, when I say you don't know until you get there what you're getting into, we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. Yeah. And there was so much excitement because it was like, oh man, like we're launching this. Everybody is gonna see what we're up to. And that event, it's so clear in my mind because I remember before the event, we had all this preparation to do, juices to bottle. This is our first time working together as a couple, as a company, and like trying to put all of this together, just the two of us. It felt like a lot of pressure, but it was also a lot of fun to kind of get through that. So I remember we were juicing together and like we were in a small apartment and basically had produce everywhere. Everywhere. And we had like these bins lined up underneath the table.
Tables lined up.
Man, we have to post those pictures too because I took some shots because I knew that this was a momentous moment. And Jarrett is like there in his apron, and we have like all this produce underneath the table in these buckets that we were like cleaning in, like sanitizing the produce via, you know, the way that you clean produce, right? Because you can't wash it each one individually. So we had dumped all this produce into the buckets, and it was just like a very clear moment to me that this was gonna be something, and this was like our starting point, you know, like, you know, that what they talk about with these new businesses, you know, the idea of starting in your garage, starting in your parents' basement. This was our moment where we were starting in our tiny apartment that we had together for the first time. And yeah, so getting all that together, and then juicing and packaging and loading up the car for an event. And we don't have a big car. Like, I have a 2-door Honda Accord coupe. When I say we had to pack that car like it's never been packed before, because they didn't provide tables, so we had to bring our own table. So imagine
we had our own refrigerator too.
We had our own little refrigerator. So imagine a huge table going into a tiny Honda Accord and a little refrigerator and all of our products. It looked crazy. Like we were stuffing it like a clown car. It was wild.
Yeah. We made it work though.
Yes.
And it was so different from what we had done before. So that was our first event. But prior to, we had done juice for, you know, friends and family, and small orders, you know, 4 here, 5 here, 10 there. But doing the amount that we did that weekend, and like she said, the table set up, so all our decorations.
Oh my gosh.
I think we spent at least the better part of the evening just trying to figure out our setup at the table.
Should look,
right?
Yeah.
We went to different stores and bought stuff, bought aprons or table aprons and knickknacks for the table.
And it's funny because he is Mr. Perfectionist, but I feel like I have a knack for design or organization. And I had like put the table together how I thought it should look. And he was like, I don't like this. And I was like, what? Okay, then you do it. And I remember those being our first moments where we were just like, not necessarily tiptoeing around one another, but it felt tense because it was like I had ideas, he had ideas, and bringing those ideas together, we were not on the same page.
When I tell you our relationship was tested.
Yes.
Tested and tested again. But we had a wonderful event, so we must have passed it. If we still together, we still are in the process of preparing for a wedding.
Well, that too. Yeah.
But we made through that weekend, y'all.
Yes. We sold out.
We sold out. So all the juice, all the stuff that we brought, even the samples, we sold
the samples because people were like, well, we heard you had juice. Wait a minute, I thought you was gonna hold mine. Yeah, all of it was gone, and we were so proud and so happy, and we had so much support from family and friends.
I mean, your family,
strangers.
We had Texas Tech friends to come through.
Texas Tech, yes, guns up.
Had a friend of mine from Sharpstown from high school.
Yes.
Came in. Actually, she got our last juice.
She did.
She came right on time and got our last, I think, 2 juices.
After that, we sold the samples.
Yeah, but we weren't trying to leave. We didn't want to pack up too early, and so it was an awesome event. It was a rush. It was such a good moment for us. You know, having our baby, right? You hear that so much with businesses, and this actually was our baby, and to see and to show people what our baby could do and what it was for, and being able to showcase it in that light was such a beautiful moment for the Juc Box.
It was a great start. It did make me feel proud and happy that I made the decision to partner with my life partner on this because we worked hard. Like, that was not an easy feat to just be like, okay, we're jumping head first and we're gonna take on this event, not knowing how events work, and to have that kind of dedication and to put in the work and to see the fruits of our labor. It was such a reward, and I'm so proud to be here a year later and to have that to reflect on, because so many things have changed since that first event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, going through this year, we've changed our bottle size.
Yeah.
We've changed, of course, our operations and trying to, clean things up in terms of getting things produced and produced at a timely fashion.
We brought down the cost. There was a lot of comments about how much people were willing to spend on our juice, and that is kind of why we changed the bottle size too. So we were listening. We're still listening. So given all of the feedback, we made adjustments in various areas.
One thing we heard from that first event was about our t-shirts.
Yes.
So I had our logo, our Juc Box logo t-shirt, but my lovely fiance had on our first edition of our Be Hempy shirts, right? And so we had such good feedback that weekend that we decided to sell shirts.
Yes.
So we have shirts. If you haven't been to our website, thejuicebox.com,
thejuiceboxcbd.com.
I'm sorry, I'm going to give them the wrong people. I don't know whose website that is, but thejucboxcbd, so just like the channel. Our website, we have our shirts for sale. We are a CBD company, so we want to highlight hemp and the benefits of hemp. And so we want y'all to be hempy.
Be hempy.
So if you want a shirt, need a shirt, we ship nationwide, so check us out.
Yes.
What else?
So the bottles, the labels have changed.
Labels have changed.
So not significantly, but enough to be more legible, which was important, so that people can be able to access where we are. We got a website. We did not have one when we first started. There was one in the works, but it never finished, and then we finally finished it. We added a product. We added a product, another juice.
Yeah, we had a flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, another flavor. Man, so many things. We stopped doing events, mostly because of COVID, but also it was a kind of a decision that we made in terms of focusing on partnerships that we could build so that we could sell out of specific areas or shops. And we knew that we should stop doing events, or maybe be more particular about what events we did.
Yeah.
When we went to an event that was a little bit less,
it wasn't
like
for
us.
it
was not for us at all.
And I think that's one of the things we learned throughout this year, especially with doing events, which ones were specific or which ones that we could really shine at, and figuring out, finding out that all events ain't for us.
Right.
Was a good lesson for us to learn, and we definitely kind of peeled back or pumped the brakes on certain events and what we were doing.
Yeah.
We had a whole what was our at the end of the year, the tour. We had a whole tour, y'all.
We did, yes.
Tour to end the fall season and winter season.
We traveled to Houston.
We went to Houston. That
was awesome.
To all that came out that weekend in Houston, that was Black Friday. That was Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was such fun, so much fun. Of course, for me, getting a chance, before then we were doing all kind of events here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But for us to get a chance to go down to Houston, to my hometown, to my city.
Hey, Third Ward. Just kidding. He's not from the Third Ward.
Hey, that's Southwest. Baby.
But, you know what I'm saying? So, well, you choose. You pick and choose.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But we definitely appreciate the support that we had that weekend. Man, we were all over the place, man.
Yes.
We had so many different events out on the bridge. What was that, Margaret Hunt?
Yes,
Bridge.
Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. We had an event there. That was awesome.
Had an event downtown. It was cold.
Ooh, that was a cold one.
We had our hoodies out for that one, and we still had a great turnout.
Yeah.
The memory from that one was just me going around downtown, walking around that block. What was it? I can't remember that square or Main Street Summit.
It's something like that.
But just walking around there and just talking to random people, trying to get them to come over to the event and check out our juice and check out the other booths and whatnot. But yeah, we did some hustling to start.
Non-Clyde Warren Park one. The one that looks like Clyde Warren, but it's not Clyde Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know where it's at. But yeah, so we learned which ones were that we were better suited for.
Yeah, just because somebody invites you to something doesn't mean you have to say yes. It's kind of like dating, you know? Just because somebody's interested in you doesn't mean that you have to be interested in them. So that's what we learned real quick.
Yeah. How was it working together?
It was tough at first. So
beyond the first weekend and all that.
That video where we talk about being business partners together and being a couple gives you some insight into that. But it was definitely a challenge at first, being romantically involved and not understanding where the line should be drawn. So we had to practice drawing that line and making those distinctions very clear. But we didn't learn that until very recently. So I would say 3/4 of this year was us like navigating both of these spaces. But on the latter part of this year, I think we got a lot better about saying, all right, this is business time and this is relationship time. And because we made that distinction, I think we function a lot better and we're a lot more productive when it comes to getting things done for the business. So
indeed,
definitely tough at first, but we're getting it.
Working through it, y'all.
I said this earlier actually to you, that the thing that I trust about us is we always get stuff done. Regardless of how upset we might be, even in those earlier stages, we still got stuff done. We never like dropped the project and said, well, we're not doing this anymore. So I appreciate you and sticking through those hard times and whatever little attitude I gave you.
Likewise.
I think that we're definitely a lot better and better for each other and for the business because the focus is the final product and getting to that end goal. So thank you for dealing with me for as long as you have.
Of course. And I wouldn't have it any other way. We mentioned this, I think, this weekend about working together, and especially under the circumstances that we've had to go through this year, dealing with COVID. It's forced some conversations to happen, some hurdles to that we had to go over and couldn't you kind of sidestep or ignore for however long. And so that's been good that we've had to be pretty direct in what we wanted and what we wanted for the business, so that we can get to this point. And so we've weathered storms. I wouldn't say the storm or we're done.
Right.
But we've gone through some things that has made us stronger as a couple, has made the business stronger, and of course that we I think we've learned from and can continue to be a better group so that we can deliver a better product, consistent product for you all. Another thing that we did bring up this year, or that was birthed this year, was this.
Ah, yes, the YouTube channel. How could I forget?
I think this was really important, and I didn't see this at first, kind of being a lane for us. But I think it's really turned to something really good, knowing that we have an opportunity every week to show you all what we do and why we do what we do, and not just give you a product like most that are on the shelves. And so I'm so glad that I was talked into or coerced to get this going. But yeah, I'm so glad that we did and had that opportunity, and here we are, man.
Yeah, and I do enjoy these moments because it's rewarding to me to know that we're reaching some audience, but also rewarding to have this kind of reflection. I feel like there's something about having a diary that you can articulate and vocalize, you know, in the way that we do it now. You know what I mean? Like in today's day and age, there's not a lot of reflection. There's not a lot of self-reflection or collective reflection even. I think that's necessary. I think that's probably why we're in the situation we're in, but that's my opinion. I think that we need to do more of this, and this space, this YouTube channel, whether it's just Jarrett and I who watch these videos, or our family and friends who watch it, or the entire world views us, I think it's nice to have a moment to be like, this is what we're doing, this is what we've done, this is how we can grow, this is what we're looking to receive in terms of feedback. And I think it's helpful to like be contemplative about these kinds of transition periods. Like never would I have ever imagined having a business with my life partner and having a YouTube channel that basically shows that journey. Do you know what I mean? Like I think it's great to have this kind of medium to do this kind of thinking and work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's great. What else have we done?
Wanna go over what's next?
Yes. What's next?
So we've talked about our juices, of course, that we've had all year long.
Yeah.
Talked about our shirts that we have produced as well to go along with our juice and our company product. One thing, I think I saw this online or Twitter or Instagram somewhere, but you know, we all know, of course, that we're going through COVID-19 right now, right? And we hear all the things to keep us safe, you know, whether it's wearing a mask or, unlike I did earlier in the video, you need to cough into your shoulder, your elbow, or whatever. And just being aware of things that we touch and especially our face and what have you. We've heard about all these precautions. And one thing that we haven't heard as much of is how to take care of ourselves internally.
How to build that immunity system.
How to build the immune system so that we can fight this virus, fight other viruses or anything else that is going on within. And so to address those things, of course, we have our juice, our CBD infused juice. But what we wanted to add to our product line now.
Yes, let's show the people what we got.
All right.
Hey.
Wellness shots. We have juice shots now, y'all. All right. We got supersized shots. These are 4 ounces shots. All right. So we have to build your immune system. We have a ginger shots. So they're ginger, lemon. This one here is turmeric and cayenne pepper.
Turmeric and cayenne.
All right, get your turmeric and what have you in you. This is also a ginger shot, a lemon ginger shot, but with spirulina and moringa.
Spirulina and moringa.
All right, so you got your green shot. You have your turmeric shot.
4 ounces.
Right.
So you could take this, half of it in one day, and then the other half the next day.
Right, so these 4 here is a week's supply of shots.
Yes.
With one extra.
So you have 8.
All right.
8 shots.
So the idea is that we want to build and continue to build our immune system so that we can fight whatever that's out there, whether it's COVID. Well, I guess not whatever. We can't fight crime or.
No, you can't fight crime with
them
these
viruses,
shots.
though.
Yeah.
All right, them viruses and what have you that are out there. We want to fight that, and in doing so, build that immune system with these shots.
Exactly. So they're 4 ounces. You want to tell them the price?
So for the single shot, okay, the single 4 ounce shot.
1 shot.
We're doing these for $5.
One shot for $5.
This should take care of 2 days worth of health and wellness. But we really want to get you the 4-pack. That is a week's worth plus 1 of shots. That 4-pack will be 16.
3, 4.
All right, so the individual will be 5, or you can get the 4-pack for 16.
$16.
And it'll be your week's worth of shots.
Boom.
Plus 1. All right.
Take
so
you
that's
into Monday.
Take you into
Monday,
next
Tuesday,
round.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I mean,
Right.
you can do 2 a day if you want to.
Yeah, you could do that too.
You know, if you've been around a crowd or been in the grocery store or y'all in these restaurants, whatever y'all doing.
Ooh, I hope not.
Whatever you're doing, if you need that extra shot, you got an extra one for the week built in. And so that's the move right now. We're going to continue our juices, but we're adding to our product line with our wellness shots.
Wellness shots. Spirulina and moringa and turmeric and cayenne.
Definitely.
Can't get any better than that.
Indeed. All right.
So
you can find all that information. It'll be up on our website. Again, the Juc Box CBD, TheJucBox CBD.com. We'll have it on our Instagram and Facebook as well.
yes.
Contact us as always.
Yeah. And we're going to be announcing the winners for those of you who entered. By the time this video airs, we'll know the winners. But this is a big deal because we're giving away a lot of stuff. We're giving away juice.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving away shots.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving away t-shirts.
Yeah, man.
And DFW area is really winning. But even people who are not in DFW area are also winning because they're getting t-shirts.
You get a shirt.
So, I hate to say this now if you haven't entered because by the time you watch this, the drawing is over. So, but you never know. Pay attention. Follow us on our other platforms and you never know, we might have another drawing.
Might do it again, yeah.
You know, for the next quarter, the next half of the year, who knows? You never know what's possible. Could be anything, you know? So with that, our friends, thank you so much for tuning in and watching and supporting and all of your love and support.
Indeed.
Over this year. We're so grateful. We couldn't have asked for a better experience this year. And we love you. We appreciate you.
We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all all over the place. We'll see y'all on Instagram. We'll see you on Facebook. We'll see you back on the YouTube channel next week. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Get your juice orders in. All right. We're going to pop these open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're
we're
going to
about
pop
to
this
have them right
now. For our 1 year. Like she said.
I wanted to blow bubbles. We just had our wedding shower and we didn't use the bubbles and I was going to blow the bubbles, but okay, let me get the bubbles.
Well, she getting the bubbles. But yeah, like she said, man, we appreciate y'all so much. All that you all have done, being patient with us, supporting us, all of it.
Yes.
All of it.
Celebrate.
Yeah, man. Juice up your life, juice up your health.
Yes. Thank y'all so much.
Definitely. Subscribe, like, comment, share.
All of it.
All that.
Yes. Thank y'all.
y'all.
Bye.